Libras, it is great to be with you guys. Thank you so much for being here. It's lovely to be with you. And thank you so much for all your lovely comments, likes, shares, subscribes, and all that kind of thing. I'm feeling mushy today, guys. Okay, so Libra, I feel that the biggest energy you might be experiencing in mid-June for the majority of you is you're sort of holding your breath. I saw someone checking their emails, look really disappointed, check their post. That's a shame, didn't come through. Check their phone. Okay, no messages. Libra, you may have been waiting with bated breath for something major. It may be, Libra, that what you're going to realize is it is all up to you. It might be that this thing you've been waiting for is not going to happen, or there could be a very big delay. You may have expected something in the next few days or in the next couple of weeks. You may have to wait a little bit longer, or it may come through very differently than you thought. I feel that what the divine is saying, Libra, is don't waste your time. Don't let days tick past, sort of going on automatic whilst you're waiting for this big thing to arrive. It could be your perfect person. It could be a letter in the post. It could be after you've had an interview, you're waiting for the yes. You may not get it. It may be, Libra, that what you're realizing is you've sort of been coasting in your life in anticipation of this when it may not be forthcoming, or it may not be arriving yet. They want you to live your life as if it's not going to happen, because you may be feeling as if you're sort of on tender hooks. I feel the divine wants you to move forward as if it's not going to happen, with the view that if it does, it's sort of going to be the bonus. It's going to be the cherry on the cake. It's going to be the bow on the present, rather than relying on this because it might not materialize. Okay, guys? So this could be anything. It could be you waiting for a proposal. It could be you're waiting for immigration papers to come through. It could be, Libra, you're waiting for a big bonus from your work, but it's not the divine saying, Libra, it's not going to happen. Oh dear. No. What they're saying is it may not happen yet, or it may be, Libra, you were hoping for something, but the divine has different plans for you. Okay. Archangel Michael saying yes. Okay, here we go. So guys, this is the Melancholic Muse. All my decks are listed. If you want to join the channel, the link is there too. If you would like a reading, I don't know which card that was. Michael's saying carry on. If you want a reading, my website's down below. Yeah, Libra, it's as if I'm almost feeling out of breath. It's as if you're holding your breath. Oh, it's going to be any day, or it's going to be next week, or it's going to be at 3 o'clock. Whatever this is, Libra, you have been anticipating this, guys. Yeah. Don't waste your life away, Libra, feeling as if any day, any moment. Okay, Michael's saying get real with yourself. Okay, because Libra, you know the truth, and the truth is you might have to walk away from the hope of this. Ace of Swords, Eight of Cups. This thing may have filled 8 of your 10 cups, may have ticked most of your boxes, but the divine is saying is don't bank on this. You may have been in danger of banking on this, Libra, when it might be that someone else has changed their mind, or it might be that there's a delay in the paperwork, or it might be, Libra, that this is simply not meant for you. All right, guys. Okay. The Fool. Libra, I think this is you symbolically looking out across the ocean. You've got a backpack all ready for the journey, but there's no news. You're looking out across that ocean and the ship isn't there, right? There's nothing ahead of you to give you any indication that this is happening. Crossing that is the Six of Cups. This might be something that you anticipated linked to the past or linked to something that you undertook or something that you did in the past, hoping, fingers crossed, that this would reap rewards. All right. In the past, Libra, the Empress. Wow, guys, beautiful. This is you, Taurus, Libra energy. You felt you deserved this. You felt you learned all your lessons. You were wise. And it's as if you felt this would be your reward from the divine. After that time, Libra, the Hangman, you may have realized you were waiting, you were coasting, feeling very uncomfortable. You may have realized, Libra, that in the immediate past you were self-sacrificing because you kept yourself in a really uncomfortable holding pattern position because you were thinking any minute now, my ship's going to come in. Any moment now, right? In your thoughts is the Three of Cups. Libra, you're just hoping that this is going to come through because you're looking forward to celebrating. You're looking forward to this wonderful opportunity or this gift from the divine. I think, Libra, you've already turned your back on your previous cycle and you're just there waiting. You're there waiting. Libra, you could be waiting for somebody to return to you from the past. This could be an ex-love. This is you absolutely convinced they're going to turn back up to reunite with you. I don't know, Libra. In the immediate future, guys, the Emperor. You may be waiting for an Aries, or you could be waiting to hear from an Emperor. Libra, you could be sitting in the energy of the Emperor. You could be sitting in your masculine, wanting to take charge, wanting to just jump off that cliff with the energy of the Fool, wanting to celebrate, but you can't see any ships on the horizon, right? It's frustrating. In your fears, Justice, fearing that someone's already signed a legal contract, which may mean that you're out of the running, and I don't quite know what that means. Or fearing, Libra, that you're going to have to balance yourself out. This is your energy. And leave this dream in the past. In the environment, Libra, is the Six of Pentacles. Yeah. You will be receiving something, Libra, but you may be disappointed. You may feel breadcrumbed. You may feel, wow, I kind of expected a heck of a lot more than this. This is not going to move me into the beautiful new cycle I was hoping for. In your hopes, the King of Wands. Libra, you are just hoping that a King of Wands takes action. This is somebody who may be very good at business. This is somebody who does do what they say they're going to do. This is somebody who takes control. You're still anticipating this. In the outcome, the Hierophant. Taurian energy. Libra, this is you connecting very strongly with your intuition. You could be continuing to pray for this, but Libra, everyone has free will. So even if you've been there gazing at the moon, praying to the divine, going into meditation, I really, 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 really want this. Everyone has free will. And whoever you are hoping to hear from may have had other responsibilities, or may be their situation has changed and they're now realizing they can't give you what they wanted to give you to begin with, is what I'm getting. Okay. Clarification for you, the Queen of Wands. Libra, you're very fired up thinking about this. It's as if you're raring to go, but with the Five of Cups, it's just not happening and you're feeling frustrated. It's as if, Libra, you've gone for an interview for a job. You thought the interview went really, really well. You kind of went home thinking, okay, I've got it in the bag. Yeah, you've been waiting for the letter to fall on your mat. You've been waiting for the call from your job agent. Nothing's happened. In the meantime, Libra, you've already cleared out your desk from your previous job. You've already made a plan of how you're going to spend your new salary because you were so convinced that this was a no-brainer, right? Whoever is sitting in the Six of Pentacles, their back is turned to you. They're giving to someone else. Two of Cups. Libra, their focus is elsewhere. I think this is someone who is deciding to patch up a situation that they sabotaged. So they're not thinking about you, Libra. They're thinking that they need to mend an existing situation. Now, this may suggest, Libra, that you are hoping to be with someone who's married, the Emperor, hoping they'll leave somebody else completely to be with you, to commit to you, hoping to get married, right? What you may be realizing, Libra, is you're there waiting for this person to return. What you may discover is that they've patched up their marriage. You may be coming through as the other woman, feeling left out in the cold, thinking, what the hell's going on? I know this man finds me incredibly attractive. I feel as if this is meant to be. But what you may find out, Libra, is they're staying married. The truth is, you might have to walk away from this dream. It could be anything though, guys. But let's get into this and see what else comes through, because I feel, Libra, there's going to be more when we get to this point, the Hierophant. So guys, there's heavy Aries energy here. The Fool, the Emperor are both Aries. We have a King of Wands. Libra, you may be hoping for an Aries to come back to you, to return to you. This could be somebody that you had a fling with or something similar. You may not know, but they might have reconciled a long-term relationship. It could be to do with children. So what do we have for the Fool and the Six of Cups for Libra? Page of Wands. Libra, you're already stepping forward onto this new path in anticipation that this is all going to work out. This King of Wands Emperor may be flirting with you, saying to you, hey, Libra, looking forward to seeing you, that sort of thing. The Devil, Capricorn. You may have realized you become a bit obsessed with this working out. Nine of Cups. This would have been your dream come true. And you're already anticipating victory, heading off to lead a brand new life with this person. But Libra, you're still waiting. Yes, you're still waiting. You're waiting under this cherry tree. Yes, you're waiting, Libra, under this cherry tree, right? There's a seat next to you, but there's no Emperor. You've convinced yourself your Emperor's going to do the right thing. This guy's going to come back to you. This guy's going to leave this partner to be with you. Archangel Michael keeps telling me, Libra, don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. There's no guarantee. In the past, Libra, the Empress, beautiful energy. Now, you could be a single parent, or I don't know, you could have had an affair with the Emperor and fell pregnant, or you could know that this guy is your true divine twin. What was the energy in the past? 5 of Wands. Okay, you may have been keen to fight off the competition for this guy, or there might have been arguments and issues. Ooh, okay. Relating to the 10 of Cups. Okay, now this card also fell in my lap. The Wheel of Destiny. Wanting to move into a new cycle, wanting to move into the 10 of Cups. I think there was an argument. You wanted this guy to leave their person. With the energy of the High Priestess, Libra, you may have tried to lean on your intuition. You didn't say anything. But I think you thought this was a done deal. This was a done deal. Okay. So Libra, the Hanged Man. I think after that time you waited, you coasted, you might have self-sacrificed. Waiting. Yes, 4 of Swords, just waiting. I'm sure it's going to happen eventually, thinks Libra. Waiting, right? Feeling a bit more despondent though by the hour. 9 of Wands. Yeah, it's as if you were telling yourself it's just going to be a little bit longer. It's going to be tomorrow. It's going to be next week. I've just got to wait, right? I'm soon going to be leaving the energy of the 9 of Pentacles and shifting into a beautiful relationship. I know this King of Wands wants me, right? Looking out across the ocean, waiting for him to turn up. This could be somebody who lives at a distance, Libra. Okay. What you've been anticipating is coming together, celebrating, reuniting with this Emperor. You've just been keeping your fingers crossed it's still going to happen. Yes, because you may feel that this would change your life. This would change your life, right? 4 of Wands. You could move into a beautiful, stable relationship. You could talk about getting engaged, okay? And Libra, you've already got your bag packed. You've already made a plan for the next 10 years with your Emperor, but he hasn't showed up yet. He hasn't showed up yet. What else is on your mind? You're just waiting, Temperance. You're just waiting. Praying to the divine, praying to Archangel Michael. But you're realizing there's no message coming in. So, in the immediate future, we have the Emperor. This is who you're thinking about. You're expecting him to turn up any moment to do the right thing, to act with integrity. In his energy, he's busy giving to someone else, or he knows he's breadcrumbing you, but the reason why he may be doing that is after the 5 of Swords, after sabotaging a long-term commitment, he's made up with his partner, unbeknown to you, Libra. So Archangel Michael, when do we have the Emperor and the 6 of Pentacles for Libra? Thank you, Michael. 18th of July, okay. He's pointing forward to the 21st of July. I'm seeing a big red stop sign with an arrow, a line through it, you know. All right, let's have a look at this Emperor's energy. What is this Emperor going to say to Libra? Or is he going to reach out to Libra? Is there going to be a message? The Moon. Libra, there may not be any message at all. Or he could be talking to a Cancerian at this time. He may be sat in fear, Libra, of communicating with you. What is the energy of the moon? The Three of Pentacles. I think he's patching up a marriage, but he doesn't want to tell you, Libra, he's doing that because I think he hopes to move back towards you, to say, hey, Libra, sorry, it's been a long time. I'm still working on this. I hate to say it, Libra. I hope this guy isn't stringing you along. I hope he's not stringing you along, Libra. He's rebuilding the Ten of Pentacles, Libra. And I know you don't want to hear that. He's rebuilding the Ten of Pentacles. How is he feeling? Stressed. Because I think, Libra, he knows that you're sat there looking out across the ocean or looking at your phone or checking your post or checking your emails, absolutely convinced that he's going to message you to say, okay, leaving my partner next week. We've had a conversation. We're moving into separation, or we're going through divorce very, very soon. File the papers, right? But it's not happening. He doesn't know what to do, Libra, because he's patched up his marriage. He doesn't have the courage to tell you. He doesn't have the courage to tell you, Libra. What is he going to do? Is he going to reach out? Nope. He's going to hold back. He's also clutching hold of his money. He's working on his finances. He's trying to keep himself occupied. He may be working late in the office. He's in his head, Libra. It's as if he doesn't want to think about you sat there waiting for him because he'd feel too guilty. What is he going to do pertaining to Libra? Is he going to reach out? No, Libra, he's not. I'm really, really sorry, guys. Two of Swords. You may even try to communicate with him, Libra. He may not communicate back. Why is he not even wanting to communicate back if Libra reaches out? Because he doesn't know how to tell you what's really going on. It's as if, oh, if I tell Libra I'm really stressed out, I decided to stay married, or I've decided to stay with my baby mama, we patch things up, Libra is going to be furious. Really upset, very angry. I can't face Libra, so I'm not going to communicate at all. And you're there waiting for this Emperor to move towards you to say, hey, Libra, it's all sorted. I'm going to be with you. We're going to have a beautiful new life. Libra, guys, I'm feeling very emotional for you. How are you feeling? Yeah. God, Libra, you're there wishing on a star, assuming it's all going to happen, hoping it's all going to work out with your Emperor, Libra. What are you thinking about? Oh, guys, Knight of Cups. I know he loves me. I love him. I'm pretty sure it's just a matter of time. What else is going through your mind? Ace of Cups. Libra, you are keeping this tiny flame alive. You're sitting there looking at it thinking, I want to make sure this doesn't go out. I'm watching this flame carefully. This is the love you have for him. But you know, Libra, that it's a very, very small flame at this point. You may be beginning to feel nervous that it's not going to happen. You may be realizing, you know what, I'm just sitting here. I could be waiting forever, right? That doubt's creeping in. The Hermit, yeah? You may not have heard anything from this guy for quite a long time. Could be a Virgo for some of you. Or Libra, what you're actually realizing is, I feel left out in the cold. I feel isolated from this guy. What's happening with him? Where the hell is he? I thought I'd be hearing from him. Well, the reason you're not hearing from him, Libra, is he's patched up his relationship and he doesn't want to tell you. He hasn't got the courage to tell you. What are you going to do, Libra? Are you going to reach out to him? Yes. At this point, Libra, July time, right? You may send him a message. It may be a little bit sharp because you're upset, you're angry. You're also sitting feeling really nervous, Libra, that he may not actually do what he said he's going to do, which I think is to leave whoever he's been with to be with you. So, Libra, your heart's in your mouth as you're sending off this message. Because what you are nervous about is he's either not going to respond or he's going to say to you, I'm really sorry, Libra, it's not going to happen. Yeah, this is you, Queen of Swords. What is the energy between you two? Seven of Wands. I think this guy is going to be a little bit defensive if he does reach out to you because he knows that he has to tell you the truth and he's not looking forward to doing that. He may have promised you that he was going to be with you and he knows you're going to be upset. I think, Libra, what you're doing is you're looking at this beautiful big cave. You were expecting this to be filled with his love, with a brand new future, and you're realizing it's empty. It's empty. Right? You're there thinking, gosh, I was waiting and waiting and waiting. And where is this beautiful new cycle? Where is this wonderful new relationship? It's just not happening. What is the energy between you two? What is the energy both of you carry for the situation, the mutual energy? Yeah, Two of Pentacles. He may realize that he can't afford to get out of a relationship. He's been juggling money. I think you've been sitting there just not knowing what the hell's going on. Two of Pentacles. Well, is he moving towards me? Is he not? I don't know. Feeling all frustrated, feeling upset, feeling angry, heightened emotions. So, Libra, what you are fearing is justice. I think you're actually fearing he's going to stay in a legal contract. What you're hoping for, Libra, is that he does take action, sitting in the King of Wands energy. What you're going to realize is the Hierophant. Libra, despite maybe a very strong spiritual connection between the two of you, you may have to come to terms with the fact that he's going to stay married, or he may be patching things up with a Taurian. So what are you recognizing here, guys? Yeah. Okay, Libra, I am really sorry. Seven of Swords. That maybe he just did not want to let you go, or he couldn't face telling you the truth, which is, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to get out of this situation, or I have patched up things with my partner. You may realize, Libra, you're going to have to let this go. The Magician. You may feel he manipulated you, Virgo, Scorpio, Gemini. There may be a sense of heartbreak. Okay, guys? What are you going to do from here on, Libra? What are you going to do from here on? The Strength card. Okay. You're going to gather together your courage and your strength, Libra, and I think you're going to hold back from messaging this person. You're going to be concentrating on you. You're going to be concentrating on your health. You may want to talk to a Leo about this. A confidant, right? Knight of Swords. What is the energy of the Knight of Swords? It can be someone rushing in with communication. Queen of Pentacles. Libra, you know what I think this is? I think this is your Emperor deciding that he has to communicate with you. He has to tell you something. So he's just going to send you a simple message and say, I'm really sorry, I've patched up things with my partner. His partner is the Queen of Pentacles. What else is he going to say? Judgment. I've made a judgment call. I've made a serious decision to patch up things with my partner. What are you thinking, Libra? You're confused. It's as if, I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? What is he going to say? King of Pentacles, King and Queen of Pentacles, and we have you, Libra. What he's not telling you is there might have been a lot of history between him and his long-term partner. So despite the fact that they might have had a roller coaster relationship, the love is still there, and I know you don't want to hear that. And I think he has been realizing that he'd have to lose a lot of money in leaving this woman. And he has made the decision, Libra, quietly, privately, to patch up his marriage, his relationship. So this is you saying to him, I'm sorry, what? I'm really confused. You may feel strung along, Libra. 8 of Wands. You may feel angry. You may say to him, I'm furious. I have been waiting and waiting and waiting for this relationship to blossom, for you to leave this person. He might have promised you, he might have sworn to you that he was going to do that. And Libra, what you're realizing is, looking back at the past, this was just a massive waste of time. You may have waited 7 months for him to end this relationship. 7 of Cups. I'm very confused. 7 of Cups. All you're realizing you manifested was heartbreak. This is you holding back. And this is a blunt message from this Emperor to say, I'm really sorry, but King and Queen of Pentacles, I've made the judgment call to stay married. That is all you may hear, Libra. That might be it. And you're there, Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, thinking, I don't quite believe this. Let's see what's going to happen in your future, Libra. I can't leave this reading like this. Guys, what is going to happen for my lovely Libras in the future, Michael, please? Okay, Libra, you may have a rather emotional conversation with a friend of yours, Queen of Cups, or you may move into your heart space and think, okay, I've got to concentrate on me, self-care, self-nurture, right? 3 of Wands. Libra, this is you looking out across the ocean, thinking, I need change. I need to get out of this environment. I need to look to my future and plan a different life. Because I think what you're realizing, Libra, at this point is the life that you dreamed of, the life that you planned for is not going to happen. Okay, guys? What is going to be happening for Libra? What's the 3 of Wands? The World. Libra, you may decide to relocate. You may even decide for some of you to move to a different state, different country with the World. You are closing out a cycle of just sitting and waiting. Yeah, Libra. And with the 6 of Swords, you are going to move to calmer waters. I think you're going to leave this behind, Libra. Yeah. Is there going to be romance in Libra's life in the future? King of Swords. Libra, you're the Queen of Swords. I think you're going to meet your perfect counterpart. It says architect. This could be somebody who shows you into a brand new home. He could be a realtor, estate agent, I don't know. Libra, you are destined to be with somebody else. You are not supposed to be with this Emperor. You are destined to be with a King of Swords, someone highly intelligent, articulate. This is someone who gets things done. This is somebody who speaks the truth. This is someone single, Libra, okay? Tell us more about the King of Swords. Tell us about him. Anything else? Page of Pentacles. Oh, beautiful energy here. Libra, this could indeed be somebody linked to the land. We have an architect here. And we have, with a Page of Pentacles, somebody in a field painting. He could be connected to real estate, landscaping, something like that. Libra, you two may start off as friends. But what you're going to realize is this is going to develop into a romance. I think that is where your destiny lies, Libra. That is the path that you will be walking down in the future. So guys, if you are there sitting, clock watching, waiting for this Emperor to come back to you, hoping and praying he does, dreaming of this beautiful new life with him, just know, Libra, it may not work out. You may be disappointed. But if you get to that point, please remember this reading, because I feel your destiny lies with this King of Swords, okay? So guys, take care of you. And of course, I'm sending love and light your way. And many blessings, Libra. Bye now.